Thank you for coming back to the Black Only News and Entertainment Network. I got three stories that I want to bring to your attention tonight. The first one is about Elon Musk. The second is Susan Crawford, and then we're going to finish up with Cuban voters. Now, the first story, of course, is led by Shoeshine Boy Daniels. You know, he's a big Trump supporter, of course, and a big Elon Musk fan as well. But I'm going to break down a couple of things that this clown said, and then we'll move on quickly to the other two stories.
We know that Tesla protests is taking place in different cities. Let me get better at this. Tesla protests were taking place in different cities, and people were marching against Tesla. I actually seen a video where they were doing the hustle at this very same scene. Check it out.
Tesla takedowns popped up across the country and here in Western Washington. Linwood, University Village, Soto, South Lake Union, Fife, Bellevue, and beyond.
All the way from Linwood down to Vancouver, Washington. We just rocked it today. It was a great day.
Devin Hermanson was one of the Bellevue organizers. He said about 300 people showed up as part of the worldwide movement. Protesters targeting Tesla dealerships and vehicles in opposition of CEO Elon Musk's role in the government.
The basic message is that democracy is for the...
Now, Anton Shoeshine Boy Down, he doesn't understand why people are protesting Elon Musk. He thinks, he honestly believes that Elon Musk is a great American hero. And he thinks Elon Musk is a great American hero because Elon Musk is supposedly saving billions and billions of dollars in taxpayer money. That's what Anton Shoeshine Boy Daniels believe. He can't understand why people would protest that. And so I've been telling this clown here in a few videos and live streams that I've done, the reason why people are protesting Elon Musk is because he's getting people fired from their government jobs. People with mortgages and car payments and now not being able to put food on the table, you know, their children in colleges. Elon Musk is firing people and, you know, taking those things away from them. And Anton Daniels, for the life of him, he can't understand that. He just can't understand it.
People, not for billionaires. To have a billionaire essentially buy an election and is now interfering with the functioning of our government is terrifying.
At the U Village protest,
I am so proud to represent you.
Representative Pramila Jayapal was among those to address the demonstrators.
Musk and the Department of Greed and Evil, that's what DOGE is, the Department of Greed and Evil, have got to go.
Hermanson suggests this is really just the start of the movement.
We are the proverbial sleeping giant that is awakened to our power. We're going to keep going until this stock, Tesla stock, hits single digits.
So what happens if it doesn't hit single digits and you guys just keep going? What happens then?
Like you said, just keep going. Keep going until it hits zero.
What happens if it doesn't hit single digits? Rita had a little small altercation, which wasn't big at all, but she had a little small altercation over the weekend where Rita is really into records, like she's into vinyl. And she went into a store that was over in Eastern Market here in Detroit. And we are a very, I hate to say this word, diverse and inclusive city.
And he really means that too. He hates to be diverse and inclusive. He's laughing, but he's very serious about that. He doesn't like anybody who is not a Republican, who have Republican mindsets and Republican values. Anything above, anything below that, those his standards, he doesn't want you around.
I jumped on the train yesterday and I seen a guy that was dressed like, what's my man name? Childish Gambino. I seen a guy that was dressed like Childish Gambino. He dressed like a 70s character.
Right. But did you see the way he was dressed? The other video that I did of him, the live stream I did of him, in that cotton candy plaid shirt, looking like a fucking dork.
But you can tell that this was a part of his style, and nobody cares. The thing that's the misconception about the Republican Party or conservatives is that we actually care about what you do with your life. We don't.
You say that, Anton, Shoeshine Boy Daniels, but how can you say that when you pass abortion laws to make it illegal? How can you say that when you guys are always trashing these transgenders? How can you say that, Anton Daniels?
We only care about what you try to push onto other people as a part of the culture. You can do whatever
Like the things that you Republicans tried to push on to other people, non-Republicans?
you want to do, but that doesn't mean that we have to let you walk into women's bathrooms or play in women's sports or push certain agendas and let drag queens teach classes inside of the libraries or elementary schools.
These Republicans, I call them reptilians. These reptilians have issues with gay people. Now, do I want to see men in women's bathrooms? No. But these dudes have true issues with transgender people.
Or let you get ahead based off of the fact that you identify as something or you feel a certain type of way instead of you getting ahead based off of your own merit and whether you're the best person for the job. We don't believe in that, but we do tolerate you doing whatever you want to do because that is what being an American is the pursuit of happiness and the pursuit of...
Did that even make sense? It doesn't even make sense what he just said. Oh, this is the pursuit of happiness. We don't mind you doing what you want to do. But what you said just seconds before that, Anton Daniels, contradicts it. These clowns.
peace and a pursuit of liberty and justice for all and financial stability and being able to pay for your bills. Yes, go to work, take care of business. We prefer you go to work because we don't want to subsidize your lifestyle. The flip side of it...
You don't mind subsidizing Elon Musk's lifestyle, huh? You don't mind taxpayers giving him billions and billions of dollars while he tries to take away Social Security from old people.
Is that we don't have to deal with your BS when you decide to do it. So if y'all want to choose to not drive a Tesla and want to go and pick up an internal combustion engine vehicle, it just makes you look like a hypocrite because, number one, Tesla is the most American company as far as automakers go because they build and assemble 100% of all of the vehicles that they sell inside of America.
You see, Anton, Daniel, again, this is the reason why I know that you're out of touch of what's going on here. You have no clue. People who bought Elon Musk's Tesla cars, most of them were Democrats. Those were people who cared about the environment. Trump himself said he didn't like electric cars. Trump doesn't like electric cars. But the people who did buy Teslas were people who were probably liberals, as you call them, liberals, who wanted to help save the environment, so they would buy Tesla cars. And then now that you see that the whole planet is demonstrating against Elon Musk because of the fact of what he's doing. He's firing the very people who was buying his Tesla cars. He's firing them. And so this is their way of letting him know that they're not down for what he's doing. They're not happy that he's in the government doing things, as far as saying he's finding waste, fraud, and abuse, and then we find out that he's really not, and he's firing all of these people to try to get more money put in his pocket, and the whole planet is protesting Tesla and Elon Musk. It's not just here in America. It's all over the globe. Anton Shoeshine Boy Daniels.
They actually employ Americans. They create jobs for Americans. They've made more millionaires than a lot of these legacy automakers. So,
Anton, do you honestly think these government workers who Elon Musk fired, and even you agree that they should have been fired, do you really think they care that if they protest and Elon Musk stocks go down and he has to start firing his workers, do you honestly think they care? These people are U.S. government officials, workers who work for the government, and they're getting their jobs taken. They're getting fired for what they're doing, for their job, getting fired from their jobs. So do you honestly think that if they protest against Elon Musk and he lose billions of dollars in stock, and his company Tesla is in threat of going under, and the employees of Tesla are going to get fired, do you honestly think that these people care? They don't.
if they are the most American company by providing the most American jobs and is giving most of their employees stock.
Anton, the most American jobs is government jobs. The same government job that Elon Musk is firing people from. That's the most American job that you can have. Shoeshine Boy Daniels. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off of this clown because, like I said, he's out of touch. He doesn't have a clue as to the reason why these people are protesting. So we're gonna end the bullshit with Anton Shoeshine Boy Daniels. And I'm going to bring you this next story here, and it's about the race that they had up in Wisconsin. So I'm going to bring that to, give me just a moment here to get this set ready to go. But yeah, there was a big election up in Wisconsin. And again, Elon Musk is putting his 2 cents into this race. Or I shouldn't say 2 cents, I should say millions of dollars that Elon Musk put into this race to try to influence it. And so once again, these are reasons why Elon Musk is being or getting protested against the way he is.
Most expensive and closely watched Supreme Court race in the country is over, and Susan Crawford is the next Wisconsin Supreme Court justice.
The race was over sooner than most expected. The Supreme Court would stay in the hands of progressive judges. So much reaction to get to, but why don't we start with the numbers in this race? Here are the latest numbers right now, with about 82% of the vote statewide in Crawford, with that commanding 10-point lead, 55 to 45%. Again, not all the votes have been counted, so the only question is what will the final margin of victory be?
An early night here as we watch these results come in. We have team coverage. Sam Kramer is at the Schimmel campaign watch party, which is in Waukesha County, but we began with Bria Jones in Madison with the Crawford campaign. Bria.
Ken, we heard from Justice-elect Susan Crawford. She took this stage right here. She left the stage about 15 minutes ago. She spoke for at least 10 minutes talking about how she will be a clear, fair, impartial, and common sense justice. Now, a big part of this story, all of the national attention, I want you to just take a look. There are over a dozen media outlets here, both local.
This was a landslide victory for Susan Crawford, and a clear indication of how people are feeling about Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk went to Wisconsin and gave away millions of dollars to try to buy this seat on the Supreme Court. Elon Musk was giving away millions of dollars to people just to vote, to try to buy the Supreme Court there in Wisconsin, and he failed miserably.
And national, because all eyes have been on Wisconsin tonight. Also, just look at this party here. There are dozens and dozens of supporters here. Someone here acknowledging the camera, but we see a great mixture of people in this crowd, all of them just very excited to see Susan Crawford take this stage here and announce a victory. One of the things she said during her speech, she mentioned how she did not expect growing up in Chippewa Falls to take on the richest man in the world, referring to all the money that was poured into this campaign, over $90 million poured into this election in total.
$90 million, and much of that given by Elon Musk, who tried to buy this Supreme Court seat there in Wisconsin. But the people there in Wisconsin rejected Elon Musk. They rejected Donald Trump as well.
Specifically referencing Elon Musk and his contributions to her opponent's campaign. I want you to just take a listen to what she had to say during her victory speech.
It was a great community where people watched out for each other. And my experiences growing up in small town Wisconsin shaped me into the person that I am today. Someone who values hard work, common sense, honesty, and who can tell right from wrong.
Before she left the stage, Crawford also acknowledging her family, her supporters, saying that she could not have done this without them. Also mentioning that her mom will be happy to see all the attack ads in. Also adding that this is a very special birthday for her mother as she is victorious in this race that has been declared by the Associated Press. Now, of course, her ending there, she telling the people of Wisconsin that the court here is not for sale. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Rhea Jones reporting from the Crawford campaign.
So that's correct. The Supreme Court seat there in Wisconsin was not for sale, and the people spoke. A straight up mandate over Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Now we're going to do the last story here. And this has to do with the Cuban voters voting for Donald Trump, who got betrayed by Donald Trump. Straight up fooled by Donald Trump. Trump promised him one thing, told him he's going to get rid of all of the criminals, and what he's really about to do is get rid of them as well. Anyway, let's go.
Come out. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my God, I will vote. Everybody, I will vote. Come on. Repeat. Oh my God, I will vote. Come on. I will vote. Hey, for Donald. I will vote for Donald. So, y'all make this song that says, oh my God, I will vote for Donald Trump, right? 500,000 Cubans, Venezuelans, and Haitians.
500,000 people duped by Donald Trump. 500,000 Haitians, Venezuelans, and Cubans duped by Donald Trump. Damn. I mean, Donald Trump doesn't have any type of loyalty to these people. These people had loyalty to Trump, but Trump had no loyalty to them. These people got Trump elected, and for their loyalty to Trump, and for their votes for Donald Trump, they bought them a one-way ticket back to their countries. Wow.
500,000 Cubans, Venezuelans, and Haitians have to self-deport by a deadline. I kind of feel bad for the Haitians because they really, some of them really didn't have nothing to do with it. But you know what? Never mind. That's none of my business. That's none of my business at all.
They thought they were leopards. Earlier this week, the Trump administration removed a program that Biden had implemented that allowed temporary legal status of immigrants from Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. The program, implemented by Biden, worked that you had to be vetted, work here, and have a financial sponsor. Trump decided no go. And 530,000 people who came here for temporary legal status to work are now going to have to leave. Their status has been revoked and they will have 30 days. I don't understand. Folks from Cuba that want to avoid an authoritative communistic regime like Castro somehow gravitate to the Republicans. Look at these flags on the boat. You think that Trump in any way is going to help anyone that's not white? Cubans aren't white enough.
For decades, Cuban immigrants have sought refuge in the United States, escaping political and economic hardship. The 1966 Cuban Adjustment Act gave them unique privileges, offering a smoother path to legal residency compared to other immigrant groups. Many Cubans embraced their newfound status, integrating into American society and, in many cases,
And see, the reason why the United States did this for the Cubans was because Russia was trying to get a foothold in Cuba. Russia was going to, the Cuban Missile Crisis back when Kennedy was president. So America gave special privileges to the Cuban people that they didn't give to any other people trying to come across the border.
aligning themselves with conservative ideologies that emphasize law, order, and legal pathways to immigration. Fast forward to today. A recent executive order has placed many legal immigrants, including Cubans, Venezuelans, and Haitians, at risk of deportation. Individuals who had built businesses, paid taxes, and contributed to American communities now face an uncertain future. For some, this decision feels like an abrupt betrayal, proof that immigration policy.
Now, a lot of Trump's executive orders are just paperwork. It's really just having. I mean, he really can't do anything with just those that paper that he wrote that on. He can't do anything about it. Congress has to be the one to go in and step in to approve a lot of these things that Donald Trump are trying to do.
Policies can change overnight, regardless of political alignment. This situation raises important questions about political loyalty, policy impact, and the broader immigrant experience.
So this is what I'm trying to understand here. What did Cubans who voted for Trump think? Did they think they were special? Did they think that Trump, who had been saying for months, even years, that TPS was not a legal way to come into the country, who thought that everybody from Latin America was munching of the government, who talked about the largest deportation in history, was going to just look the other way when it came to Cubans? Because what? Because they're special? These are the same Cubans that for a while kept talking about Mexicans and Central Americans and South Americans and saying that we were munching of the government for some weird reason, when most immigrants don't munch of the government because they don't even have a social security number. But well, I digress. The point is this. The guy told you straight up what he was going to do. And you thought you were exempt of whatever measure he wanted to take. And you didn't care about the rest of the people that were going to get hurt. And you still don't. And now you're crying on social media saying that they're illegally taking the people that he promised to pardon you if you had, like, some guys who say, like, if you had a college degree, then, or you were going to school. What do they think? That the rest of us don't have education, or that the rest of us don't speak multiple languages? We do. And most of us work hard and have an organized life. It's not like Cubans are the exception to everybody else. That's what happens. When you feel you're special like this, for no valid reason whatsoever, Then when reality sets in, it feels like a brick right across your face. So you're in the find out phase because you guys voted for this and you guys supported this. You guys supported a guy who put the embargo back on your island. And now the people that you have down there are suffering. Now you can't go visit him anymore. And on top of that, you're getting deported over there. So you voted for the guy who set up the embargo to send you back again to that embargo that you escaped from. So don't come crying.
Trump has revoked the legal status of over 500,000 Cubans, Nicaraguans, Venezuelans, and Haitians. This is crazy because there is so many Cubans in Miami. I actually have Cuban family, and a lot of them did vote for Trump. Yikes, how's it working out for you guys? Because they're like, no, he's not going to deport us. He's going to deport them, not us. Yeah, well, the news is in, and you don't have the complexion for the protection.
Yeah, it's fuck around and find out season, unfortunately for some. Unfortunately, I mean, they should have known better. I mean, they were told by other people not to vote for Donald Trump, but they went on and did it anyway. What's going on, Mariner? What's going on, bro? It says Trump has created a giant mess for the next president to clean up. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of cleanup needed. After Donald Trump leaves, if he leaves without a fight, it's gonna be a big mess, man. But I want to thank you for coming, bro. Appreciate you coming and your comment as well. You said, yep, some folks are regretting their vote for Trump here in Texas. Yeah, I don't doubt it. All of those people who are losing their government jobs, the ranchers, the people who have those farms that can no longer afford to run anymore. Yeah, I understand why they're upset and regretting their vote. I definitely get it. But again, guys, just to recap here, the first story that I did, and check out the replay. The first story I did was about Elon Musk and this dude Anton Daniels here on YouTube. Anton Daniels doesn't understand why people are protesting Elon Musk. He says Elon Musk employs many people, thousands of people here in the United States. And I'm trying to get that clown to understand is that people are losing their jobs because of Elon Musk. They have mortgages they have to pay. They have car payments to make. They have children in college. And that clown don't understand why Elon Musk is being protested against. And it's not just here in the United States that he's being protested. It's all over the globe, all over this planet. People are protesting what Elon Musk is doing. Mariner says, I saw some people protesting in front of a Tesla dealership here in Houston. I haven't seen any protesting here. I'm in Las Vegas. And I know they arrested that one guy for vandalizing that Tesla shop and the Tesla cars as well. But I haven't seen anybody protesting. But then again, I'm not around the areas where the dealerships are at to see if anybody is protesting. I need to maybe check that out, see what's going on here in Vegas. As far as protesting out in front of Tesla here in Las Vegas. But I haven't seen anything here. The second story I did was about Susan Crawford. She was the woman who won the Supreme Court seat up in Wisconsin. Again, Elon Musk is up in Wisconsin giving away millions of dollars to try to get people to vote Republican up there. And he failed miserably. Susan Crawford won in a landslide. So that's pretty much telling Elon Musk and Donald Trump, F you. We don't care about your money. We don't care about, what you're doing there in Washington. We're taking care of ours here. And then, of course, the final story that I did was about the Cubans, the Venezuelans, the Haitians, and Nicaraguans voting for Donald Trump, especially the Cubans, voting for Donald Trump only to be betrayed. And Donald Trump is trying to deport them as well. I mean, that's a big time betrayal, man, because these Cubans, they love them some Donald Trump. They're the ones helped get Donald Trump in the office. And then what did Donald Trump do? Stab them in the back and trying to deport them up, trying to get them up out of here. So anyway, guys, you guys know I do 45-minute live streams. I'm at 30 minutes now, so I'm about to get up out of here. But I want to thank Nomadic Mariner for coming through. I appreciate you coming through, brother, and posting your comments as well. Again, thank you all for coming back to the Black Only News and Entertainment Network. Peace, take care, and be safe.